Our mission at Mission Aviation Training Academy in Arlington is to spread the gospel farther and faster through the training and equipping of pilots for service in missions to the remotest parts of the earth. We had more than a dozen students using God's fleet of 5 aircraft. Thousands of hours total were spent training in the air and in study. It's a lot of very hard work for the students, so it's a pretty big deal when they achieve a certificate or a rating. Our core curriculum consists of private pilot license, instrument rating, and commercial license. We also provide training in tailwheel aircraft endorsement, multi-engine rating, technical evaluation, and for those interested in becoming a certified flight instructor. One of our students this past year, Jeff, is a lead pastor of a megachurch in Nebraska. Their church board agreed that he could use aviation as a tool to more efficiently minister to pastors located at satellite churches hundreds of miles distant. We know that our training is one of the best available worldwide. Our instructors are at the top in professional training. Our chief flight instructor was an Air Force fighter pilot who later served on the field for many years with New Tribes Mission. We have instructors who have been captains with major airlines and served overseas with organizations like Mission Aviation Fellowship. Our academy is based here in Arlington, so if you happen to see a Cessna flying overhead, there's a fairly good chance it's one from MATA involved in flight training. We are located in one of the best places for students to get experience with all types of terrain, such as the desert, mountains, and large bodies of water. We have plenty of clouds and various types of weather to practice with. Every airspace classification by the FAA is within an hour's flight from MATA, each with its own specific operation procedures needed for learning, such as at SeaTac and at military bases. We also have an international border to contend with. We provide individual training suited just for them. MATA has a platform for presenting missions. Regularly, we get toured by Bible schools, home schools, and individuals. Last spring, Arlington High School called us up asking for a tour. We informed them that we would present the gospel. They came anyway. We do everything we can to get the word out about the need for missionary pilots. So we go to events where Christians gather to expose people to mission aviation and to recruit students, staff, and donors. We are looking for individuals who are dedicated to the cause of Christ and have a heart for service. We require our students to remain debt-free throughout their training. We also require student attendance at regular meetings designed to improve aviation knowledge and awareness. We also serve our community during the Arlington Fly-In. In years past, this has been one of the largest gatherings of aviators in the United States. We are also privileged to be the designated group to host chapel services to the public at the Fly-In. Every year, the Fly-In offers a free day for children, and they come by hundreds from area camps. We invite Child Evangelism Fellowship to come help us do face painting and build candy airplanes. One year, we had an adult leader raise his hand and say, "I want to receive Jesus too." We introduced Mission Aviation through a 1-week summer camp for teens aged 14 through 18. Most of the campers come from the Northwest and the United States. We've had a few from other countries such as Spain, Brazil, and of course Canada. We set a very high bar of expectations. Campers must adhere to a highly structured schedule throughout most of the week. Individual campers are one of 3 within a group, and there's 6 groups based on weight and balance. They are then assigned their own instructor, and 3 of the groups fly and manipulate the controls of aircraft time towards a private pilot's license. At the same time, the other 3 groups are given intensive ground school. After lunch, these groups switch places. In the evening, we bring in missionary pilots to speak about what it's like to serve God in aviation ministry. We usually see 1 or 2 campers each year called to become missionary pilots and then return to complete their training. MATA has partnered with several mission organizations in Alaska to give our students some real-world and challenging missions opportunities. Once our students achieve their commercial license, they still need to build a significant number of hours before they can qualify for application to a missions organization. We have at least 2 teams of missions trips each year, one in the cold, dark winter and one in the summer. In the winter, we go up and assist local ministries in the repair and refurbishment of aircraft so that their aviation ministries can continue to advance and the gospel go out to remote locations. These ministries have been very impressed with our students' eagerness to serve them. This last year, we brought up a volunteer and helped a local Christian radio station to be more efficient and productive and to increase their signal strength to a much wider audience. Several ministries express great appreciation that they are encouraged and blessed by the MATA ministry. Our focus during the summer is to give our students time flying and serving throughout Alaska with our ministry airplane, which is built for gravel and dirt airstrips. These missions trips are a great opportunity for students to gain skills and knowledge in the many logistics involved with operating in remote areas. Our students also obtain a significant number of hours that they are able to log toward their goals in mission aviation. Students are introduced to Alaska organizations who are actively ministering to the many needs of Christians and others living in remote Alaska. We especially like to assist Bible camps for youth and children. We have served Keiko Retreat Center and Tenalian Bible Camp. We assist by doing the jobs nobody else wants to do. These help children's Bible camps, and we are able to provide the transportation to shuttle children between their villages and the camp. This last summer, we served Native Alaskans in berry picking, an important job to ensure survival during the winter. We are privileged to provide quilts to needy families, most from Arlington First Baptist Church, and see adults come to Christ during this time. In many remote villages, there are a lot of problems with drugs and alcohol, depression, suicide, and domestic abuse. Part of our summer ministry is to assist in the remote villages that have no pastor or missionary influence. We are amazed by the hearts God has prepared to hear about Him as we come to visit. We do what we can to encourage them to look to a holy God who can change their lives. We also provide items that help them in their relationship with God. Thank you for funding our Alaska ministry. We are big on discipleship. We invite our students to take turns leading our weekly Bible study. Well-educated pastors and missionaries attend regularly. Another thing we do at MATA is provide internships for students to get some practical hands-on experience in fixing and maintaining airplanes. The staff of MATA handle our own IT and technical issues on site. This past year, we assembled an airplane from just parts and pieces. The Needham missionary family took delivery of it and hope to fly it back to the Cameroons in Africa sometime later this year. In closing, we have included some of our graduates currently serving the Lord in various locations around the world.